right, David, we're coming to you in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Pitch Day with 53 Ideas. Everything starts with an idea that gets transformed into reality. And today, we're here to understand these businesses that are the lifeblood of the economy. So we're here to pitch, we're here to win, and we're here to launch these ideas into businesses that are going to transform the world. We thank you for being here today. We thank South Piedmont Community College for being our presenting organization who has gone through the trenches with training on business models and financial breakdowns and break-even analysis in order to take these people, these individuals, these participants to the next level. We'd also like to thank our title sponsor, Fifth Third Bank, who has been an absolute steward of economic empowerment and ensuring that these ideas get turned into fundamental businesses that transform the landscape of life as we know it. We'd also like to thank our promotional and training partners, the colleges, the organizations, and the initiatives that are so powerful and instrumental in taking these ideas into reality. And we'd also like to thank Lee Fight, the president of the Carolinas region for Fifth Third Bank, and now we'll have a message from him.
Hello, I'm Lee Fight, President of the Carolinas region for Fifth Third Bank. On behalf of Fifth Third Bank and our over 1,000 employees in the Carolinas, I would like to share our excitement to be supporting the 53 Ideas pitch competition for the 5th year in a row. It not only helps in the short term with access to capital for the winners, but it also helps in the long term through financial education for all participants. We all know that the Carolinas as a whole are seeing an influx of business, and with that growth comes opportunity. Entrepreneurs like our 10 finalists who find the courage, do the work, and make the commitment will be the ones who capitalize on that growth. I assure you that you will be blown away by the pitches that you will see during the finale, and I am grateful that I will not have to help select a winner from this extremely talented group. Thank you to our partners at South Piedmont Community College Small Business Center, including Renee Hode, for their tireless work to make this competition a success, from early ideation to narrowing the field and overseeing the valuable training sessions, and now pulling it all together for today's incredible finale. Please enjoy.
And let's introduce our judges. First up, we have Julie B.
All right, Julie.
Hi, I'm Julie B., and I'm a burnout strategist. My book, Burned: How Business Owners Can Overcome Burnout and Fuel Success, recently launched, and that is based on my 16 years of experience as an entrepreneur, as well as what I've seen burnout do to some of my small business owner friends. When I work with clients, I typically work with a business owner who's somewhere between just keeping their head above water and ready to walk away from their business entirely. After working with me, my clients not only know how to protect themselves from the burnout beast, but they also learn how to protect their families, their teams, and their businesses from burnout as well. I'm really excited to be a part of today's competition because I believe that the more small businesses we have, the more thriving our local economies and communities will be. And I'm really excited to see what the competitors today do in our communities in the future.
And now Matt Vilmer.
Hey, I'm Matt Vilmer. I am a serial entrepreneur and the owner of Vilmer Caudle Law Firm. It's a business and litigation firm in the Charlotte and Monroe area. I'm super excited to be here today to hear all of these pitches. In particular, our law firm is very interested in hearing these new business ideas as we assist our clients with new business startup, with mergers, acquisitions, with buying and selling businesses and drafting contracts. Just a very interesting and dynamic group of people are here today, and we're excited to be here.
Thanks, Matt. And now we'd like to introduce Wilhelmina Gripper.
Hi, my name is Wilhelmina Gripper. I'm excited to be here. I am the owner of WEG Consulting and Training and also the founder of 123 Jump. I'm looking forward to seeing all of the entrepreneurs share their ideas and learn more about the passions that drive their business ideas and bringing their passion to the forefront.
And that brings us to the next stage of our event today, where we're going to be talking about pitch scoring. These judges are going to analyze these participants based on their business model, their budget and break even, customer validation. Have you talked to customers or have you just thought about talking to customers? Your unfair competitive advantage, and then your presentation skills. It doesn't have to be flair, but it does have to be fun. Now, the moment you all have been waiting for. We're about to introduce our first contestant, Anna Prokos with HALT.
Hi, I'm Anna Prokos, and I'm excited to invite you to HALT, Hire a Local Teen. We pair local teens with seniors who need a helping hand. These memes might make you think that teens and seniors are at odds with each other, but nothing can be further from the truth. You see, older adults seek help with daily activities, but they have a tight budget. Family caregivers may or may not be able to help them, and teens want jobs that help them gain new skills and pay them fairly. That's where HALT comes in. We're like a grandkid on demand. With just one phone call, seniors can get help from specially trained teens with lots of daily activities. We're all familiar with these apps. The problem is seniors need to download them and import their personal and financial information. They're either not able or very uncomfortable to do that. Our closest competitor focuses on health and medical assistance with 4-hour minimum shifts and expensive hourly rates. As we researched HALT, we learned that seniors crave connections to teens in the community, and teens really want to do meaningful work and learn. Who else to better learn from than seniors? During our research, we learned that seniors have varying needs, so we've developed 5 different service tiers, everything from a monthly subscription plan for ongoing needs to one-off estate sales. And as we were out in the field, over 55 communities and senior care facilities asked HALT to come in and do group events. Think of something like daily car wash or tech help day. Currently, seniors can call us or fill out a simple online form that will trigger an email and then a phone call within 1 hour. And teens are able to go on our platform to pick a shift that best matches their skills and school and activity schedule. We believe the opportunity for HALT is huge. Currently in the Charlotte area, the over 55 community is the largest growing population, with more than 72 active adult communities and 120 senior care communities. That trend echoes across the nation. Currently, I have a fractional CFO reviewing our 5-year plan. We expect to break even at about 30 service purchases. I've developed an amazing team to help HALT get to the next level. Kelly, Barbara, and Helen are all seasoned professionals in helping seniors and teens, and our teen advisors are really excited to mentor our teen crew. With startup, we will be able to secure resources for insurance, uniforms, and an assistant to help with client scheduling, marketing, and teen development. Thank you for helping HALT reach our seniors and teens in our local communities to make a positive difference in everybody's life.
That's the definition of bridging the gap and pushing people forward. And now we'll transition to our judges for Q&A.
Anna, how do you plan to overcome the potential skepticism that you may find in your target audience? My parents are in that target audience, and they may have some skepticism about hiring a teen to do some of these tasks you're talking about. How do you plan to overcome that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that bridging the gap between teens and seniors is super important. We're going out into over 55 communities and senior care facilities to build those relationships. Our teens are going in to do volunteer work so that they can build those trusted relationships with seniors. We know seniors don't want people coming to their homes that they don't know, but they'll be able to meet the teens in their volunteer events.
Anna, thanks so much. That was a fantastic presentation. My question is, how have you or have you really thought about, from a cost perspective, how are you going to price these prepaid packs to ensure that your company can make money performing these services?
Absolutely. So the tiers are priced differently. We have our Teen on Demand. That is our hourly rate, and they require a 2-hour minimum shift. Then we have our 5-hour pack, and that is for short-term needs. So say someone comes home from the hospital and needs help with gardening or walking their dog or tidying up the house. That is a 5-hour pack priced at a different tier. And then we have our monthly subscription plans. So that's with people who need ongoing continuous care for the month. That's at our lowest rate. Our estate sales are project-oriented depending on what needs the senior has. And our community events are based on the number of teens and the budget that this development has.
Hi, this is a great presentation. I do have a clarifying question. Can you share a little bit more about the passion behind the idea and where it started?
Great. So I have 4 teens myself, and during COVID, someone called to ask if they could borrow my boys to help them move out of their over 55 development to a smaller home, because moving companies were asking $165 an hour with a 4-hour minimum. Seniors are on a budget. So my boys went to volunteer. They had an amazing time and had a really great time connecting with seniors. And that evening, the couple called me and told me how much they loved having a teen around.
Thank you so much. Phenomenal presentation, great answers to the questions, and looking forward to hearing more about the business.
I realized that there was a need for teens and seniors to connect in our local communities. Back in 2020, seniors were asking to borrow my own teens to help them with daily activities. And then that steamrolled into more and more people asking for teen help. The teens really enjoyed working with the seniors, and the seniors enjoyed having the company of teens. And so I realized this would be a viable business idea. When I heard about 53 Ideas pitch competition, I thought, great, let me throw this idea in the ring. And then during that journey, all of the classes that they provided to us were super helpful in helping me refine the idea and get the right information needed to push my idea forward. It's really important for today's entrepreneurs, as well as our future teen entrepreneurs, to have these sort of platforms and learning opportunities to learn what it takes to launch, grow a business. You know, small businesses fuel our economy, so being part of a competition like this that exposes me to other entrepreneurs and to the resources needed are really important to help our business succeed. Small businesses really fail quickly, and it's because they don't really have access to all the resources that SPCC is offering, or they don't know about them. So having been able to participate in this program really helped me see the importance of our small businesses and training us for success. The advice I would give another entrepreneur who's looking to enter a pitch competition like this is just go for it. You have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain.
Up next, we have Monique May with Physician in the Kitchen, which is not just good for the soul, but also the chakras.
Hi there, I am Dr. Monique May, a plant-based board-certified family physician, and with my brand, Physician in the Kitchen, I help people discover, cook, and eat plant-based foods because my mission is to fix America's health one plate at a time. And that's important to me because America has a problem. 47% of adults have high blood pressure and 42% are obese. And we know that diets high in sodium contribute to both of these conditions, which is why I created the Physician in the Kitchen Vegan Worcestershire Sauce. Not only is this sauce flavorful and versatile with many different uses, but it is low in sodium and fish-free, which makes it vegan and ideal for people with fish allergies. And here's how the competition compares to us. As you can see, we have the least amount of salt per tablespoon, and we do it without additives or preservatives. And our sodium content is lower than even the lowest sodium content of the leading brand. And we want a piece of this vegan pie. The global vegan food market is growing, and the Worcestershire sauce market is expected to grow along with that as well. So far, we've been able to gain traction. We have repeat customers, we have loyal folks with wonderful testimonials, and you can see here some people who participated in the taste testing and gave us rave reviews on our flavorful sauce. So how do we go from the kitchen to the co-packer? Because that's right, this started in my kitchen. In May of 2022, I perfected the recipe and sold my first bottle. The following year, I participated in the Flywheel Foundation Retail Lab and actually won a $2,500 grant. Later that year, I partnered with a store in Atlanta, and then just last month, I used that $2,500 to go from the kitchen to the co-packer and produce my 75-gallon batch with a retail value of over $12,000. And to date, we've sold over 140 bottles. Along the way, I've also taken steps to legitimize my business by obtaining certifications as both a historically underutilized business and a minority business enterprise. So we are hustling. Right now, we are selling on our Vegan W Sauce website. We participate in Vegan Fest throughout Charlotte and the Southeast. My son is right now up in Concord at the Farmers Market, and tomorrow we leave for Las Vegas to attend the Condiment Sauces and Spreads Conference in Vegas to get us in front of national buyers. My team is myself, my business coach, my sales assistant, and my virtual assistant. And this enterprise right now is costing us about $3,400 a month, funded largely by an owner investment each month, the $2,500 that I won before, and of course the $10,000 will go a long way. And to break even, we need to sell about 350 bottles a month. And with the supply we have on hand right now, that's about a 3-month supply. So with the $5,000, half of that would go to advertising to, of course, target traffic toward my website through social media. And the other $5,000 would be used to produce a 150-gallon batch, which will help us with our vision for the future, which is getting on these store shelves that you see here because they have a very similar clientele. Thank you for your attention.
Oh, this is, I promise you this is plant-based.
This is plant-based. Cut to the judges, please. Cut to the judges.
All right, Dr. May, thanks so much for your time. I thought that was a great presentation. I love the product. I guess my question is, so you've sold 140 bottles through July of 2024. Can you share just a little bit with us? What's your profit per bottle sold?
Just over $9.
Okay, and what's the price point for the per bottle?
We currently sell it at $15 per bottle or 2 for $25.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. It was a great presentation. My question is as it pertains to how the challenges that you faced with just being in the vegan community. Can you share a little bit more how you've been able to overcome those challenges of really pushing forward in the marketplace and being able to sell a product to such a targeted audience?
Yeah, certainly. And I think the fact that we are lower in sodium is really where we stand out, because about 1 to 4% of the nation right now identifies as vegan, and that number is only expected to grow. And because ours is low in sodium and is preservative free, we check a few boxes that the leading brands don't actually cover, and so I think that really stands us apart.
Monique, that was a great presentation. Just a quick question. When do you project being able to hit your monthly break-even point of 350 bottles a month?
That's a great question. I think with the next batch of producing the 150 gallons, that would really take us far. And I'm excited about the trip that we're doing tomorrow, the activity in Vegas, getting in front of the buyers, because that, of course, will drive kind of, recognition and getting us into the store shelves, which will, of course, help us reach that goal even sooner. But I would say within the next 2 to 3 months, because we have the inventory on hand and would be able to produce more.
Dr. May, thank you so much. We're looking forward to it.
Well, as a small business entrepreneur, I'm always looking for funding, and I got an email telling me about this, and I thought it'd be a great idea. I'm familiar with Fifth Third. I do my business banking with them, so I thought it was a good fit. All of the sessions were very informative and very helpful. I think the Perfecting the Pitch sessions were immensely helpful, but also just kind of the customer discovery, learning how to drill down on how you can provide the best service for people or product for people. But they all were very helpful. And the financials, because that's probably one of my weaker areas, and so that was extremely helpful as well. So competitions and funding opportunities like this really help me as an entrepreneur, both practice my pitching, my public speaking, and also just getting familiar with being in the space of talking about my business, promoting my business, and growing my awareness, so to speak, and just really getting the exposure that it brings. The resources and support provided by the Small Business Center have been immensely helpful. Really just bringing things to my awareness that I didn't know about, like you don't know what you don't know. And so just really their enthusiasm and desire to help me be successful have been just so affirming, and just it's good to know that there are people out there invested in you that don't even know who you are, but want you to do well. I would just like to add, my sincere thanks and gratitude for this opportunity, and just encourage any of those out there that are listening to really follow your heart. Shoot for the stars, because you never know what you can accomplish and whose life you may affect and change along the way.
And up next, we have Bayo, Fodeke, and Mark Shropshire with ForageRun.
Introducing ForageRun, a platform where foodies, food trucks, and venues can connect and thrive. The food truck industry is a booming one, but it's got some key challenges. Food truck owners go through time-consuming and manual searches to find profitable locations and venues to connect, taking away valuable time that they would normally put towards making food. Venues that need food trucks struggle to find available trucks, and they also struggle to schedule them successfully. We've got a large audience that we can reach, both locally and nationally. It's the fastest growing segment in the food industry.
And speaking of wide reach, we have 728 plus food trucks in the Charlotte region that we can connect with. And out of those, most have fewer than 5 employees. So with such small teams, you have every second matters. So our solution is about not being Yelp for food trucks, but actually connecting food trucks and venues together to build healthy relationships. And all the way, we're going to build communications tools that can be immediate and real time. All of this applies and helps the entire ecosystem, including foodies and events.
Automation intelligence combines traditional technologies with AI to match food trucks and venues based on availability, ratings, and much more. I'm Bayo, Fodeke, software developer turned business systems analyst.
And I'm Mark Shropshire. I'm a software solutions architect turned engineering manager. And with our decades of experience, we know how to bring innovative solutions. So revenue sources, we're going to be bringing subscriptions for food trucks and venues. We're going to have targeted ad marketing and also additional add-on services. So from a customer acquisition standpoint, word of mouth is critical, so we want to rely on the Charlotte food truck industry and make sure that they're saying a lot of great things about ForageRun. At the same time, we're going to use the Food Truck Expo in Orlando in November to gain more partnerships and customers.
Where we are today, we've identified our customers' pain points through discovery, and we are currently in development. We've identified key milestones for our platform, and we've defined deliverables through the first 2 years of operation.
From our revenue, we're looking at our subscriptions and the marketed ads to actually add into the revenue. But we're also going to hit break even at the 1 year mark. So we'd like to use the award to basically handle branding and design and our entity formation, but also increase our team so that we can get things done. We want to have more items ahead. Thank you.
Run, Forage, run. Thank you, Jenny. And now a word from our judges.
Great presentation. I'd love to learn a little bit more here, just a little bit more about the idea of your future vision and the expansion of the team, and how you plan to, with the use of technology, how you plan to use that and I guess to push the business forward instead of just hiring additional people to bring more people to the table. How do you plan on leveraging technology to really push your idea forward?
So we plan on leveraging AI and our automation intelligence to be able to scale our application properly. So the biggest challenge that we're going to have in terms of scaling will be marketing, outreach, finding new customers, because the platform that we're building is really going to focus on automations and AI to be able to match opportunities. So matching food trucks, matching venues together on bookings and opportunities.
And we're also using Flutterflow, which is a great technology to allow us to roll out cross-platform, so we're not having to have a huge mobile team.
What have your target customers said thus far about this business model and business project?
So through customer discovery, we've identified that one of the biggest pain points that food trucks have is the amount of time that they spend looking for opportunities. Majority of them are very small teams, so they spend significant amount of time, sometimes even more than half of their time, looking for opportunities to be able to match up to. And it's very high competition, so every second matters for these teams.
Thanks, guys, for a great presentation. I think my biggest question in all of this is I didn't really understand from your presentation how your company makes money. So can you just tell me, where does the revenue actually come from? Who's paying you, and why are they paying you?
Yeah, so food trucks are going to pay us subscriptions, and the venues themselves are going to pay a subscription fee per month. They can do one-offs, but we want to drive people towards monthly subscriptions for that monthly recurring revenue.
Thank you both, and looking forward to the future.
The skills from the training through the 53 Ideas pitch competition that we've gained really is about, I think, making the pitches and refining pitches. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, I can't recommend it enough. I don't know where we would be without it.
Right. And I think also even the process of really going through vetting the idea through customer discovery, that's one where we've worked on our idea for quite a while, and we've nailed down all the features, MVP, but just through the trainings, customer validation, I think that's probably the missing piece. first of all, it helped us validate that our idea was solid, but it also helped us refine some things a little bit. So
that's right.
All the trainings, it really prepared us for what this looks like when we get going, how we continue to scale, how do we make sure that the things that we're trying to deliver actually are in line with the needs of our customers. So as an entrepreneur, funding opportunities like this, they're really huge because it presents an opportunity for us to be able to kickstart our idea. You know, we've got an idea of what we want to do, but really the ability to have some funds go towards kickstarting the project, you know, development, how we scale, the kind of things that we want to do, it allows us to go so much faster than if we were bootstrapping this entirely on our own. So the funding aspect really lets us hit the ground running.
And having sponsors like Fifth Third Bank, I mean, it's amazing because so many pitch competitions and things like that, they're really geared towards investors coming in, and it's amazing to be able to just have a chance to receive funds that you can just absorb and completely use for the business opportunities.
Absolutely.
I would say thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to Renee and the entire team for pulling this together. I can't, we've talked about how we don't know how she's done all this.
Right.
And I know there's other people involved, but still, it's been a great experience. And we are now going to turn into huge advocates for the program. Absolutely. And happy to help in the future.
Yep.
All right, up next we have Erin Martin with Pump for Joy.
There are so many benefits to feeding breast milk to infants up to their 1-year birthday for both the mom and baby. It's probably why they call breast milk liquid gold. There's just one problem. Pumping milk sucks, literally and figuratively, especially if you're working outside the home pumping every 2 to 4 hours on the dot. In fact, I learned that more moms stop breastfeeding because of the inconvenience of pumping than due to physical pain. One of these major inconveniences, cleaning pump parts. It might sound simple, but it's a huge pain point for breastfeeding moms. Hi, I'm Erin Martin, and I experienced this firsthand when I had my child back in 2021. I went back to work after 3 months of maternity leave and was pumping and cleaning pump parts pretty much every place that you can imagine. And so I decided to partner with a manufacturing company, Gemba, as well as breastfeeding and startup organizations around North Carolina to do something about it. So introducing Pump for Joy. Pump for Joy is the world's first single-use, 100% biodegradable breast milk collection kits for moms on the move. Essentially every part that comes in contact with milk in a material designed to be disposed of after use. No more cleaning pump supplies. I like to think of it as the Dollar Shave Club of breast pumping. Sold in a similar e-commerce subscription model where the kits cost anywhere from $4 to $6, equating to $20 to $64 per month recurring revenue per customer. And I know this has legs because I've heard from my target market. I've conducted extensive customer discovery and surveys, and as well as a lead campaign on Facebook. And moms who work outside the home, pump at least twice a day, and consider themselves on the move have overwhelmingly positive feedback to this concept. And it makes solid business sense too. Considering how many moms actually pump at least some point in their breastfeeding journey, the size of the U.S. breastfeeding accessories market, capturing just 1% of this market equates to a $25 million annual revenue opportunity. Taking a closer look at the financials, you can see that I anticipate being able to break even around 17 months after launch. That's at a price point of $6 and a cost of $250 per unit. And today I'm seeking $10,000 to fund a critical step in the process. That's getting me to my golden sample or final prototype and gearing up for tooling and sampling for my short run production run. This is actually the first funding that I will have taken outside of my own bootstrapping, so it represents a huge opportunity for the company. And the path to launch is clear. Right now I have a final prototype, I'm in R&D and design, and I anticipate being able to launch my first orders in December of 2025. So with your help, let's make breastfeeding easier for working moms together. Thank you so much.
You are so aggressive. This pumping stuff does suck, but judges, please.
Erin, that was a great presentation. Just a quick question. You mentioned a 90% response rate on your Facebook leads campaign. How many people actually signed up? How many people was that by the numbers?
Yes, so I don't recall the exact numbers, but I ran a leads campaign and I think it was like 40 people had responded to the leads campaign, and then I actually reached out to them via email with an introduction email asking them if they'd want to join like an alpha test for testing the product, and I actually got a 90% response rate. So it was somewhere between probably 27 to 35.
Erin, I think this idea is fantastic. I mean, your presentation was great. All the numbers are really good. I guess I was just a little bit curious. It looks like you've got $5,000 built into your budget for marketing. That kind of jumped into my question of how do you plan to market to potential customers or clients with that $5,000 budgeted for that? Is it just social media or what is it?
I think there's a lot of different avenues. Social media, of course, is the low-hanging fruit, given all of the communities that exist with moms, and there's even communities of exclusive pumping moms who we could easily partner with them and get the brand out. There's also opportunities to do social advertising as well as working with travel. That's something that I learned in my customer discovery I hadn't thought of, but how we might be able to partner with travel companies or airports to even market this as well. But I have a personal background in product marketing, and I'm confident that I can employ a traction style marketing to see what's going to work best in driving customers.
Great presentation. I have one point of clarification. I see here your model is the pay-as-you-go, the bundle of 4 kits. Is there one pump in each kit?
So it would be 2 pumps per kit. So the thought is that you would be able to have everything that you need for a single pumping session. So there'd be two kits, or there'd be 2 pumps, flange, black flow protector, duckbill valve per kit.
So Erin, just out of curiosity, how long does it take for the product to biodegrade?
Compared to typical plastic, PHA plastic is the material that we would use for this product. It can biodegrade in 3.5 years or less, but it's known to biodegrade within 80 days as well.
All right, David. Erin, thank you so much. Looking forward to pumping it up.
I thought of the Pump for Joy idea as a result of a lean startup class that I took back in January, and I was shocked with how promising the idea actually could be after conducting some initial customer discovery. So I put plans in place to actually make it a reality, and 53 Ideas was an amazing opportunity to accelerate the growth of the company to get me where I need to be for launch. I was so thrilled to find out that I was in the top 10 because this is my very first pitch competition. I've only pitched this business one time before, so it was very encouraging and gratifying to know that they saw promise in the business as well. I think if nothing else, the ability to practice my pitch, to perfect it over time, is a huge benefit of competitions like this, but also meeting the other entrepreneurs has been amazing. These folks have amazing ideas and I can see the passion in what they do, so that is an additional driver to keep doing what I'm doing. So 53 Ideas is such an amazing opportunity for me because as somebody who has never done this whole entrepreneurship thing before, I was pretty clueless and looking for any guidance that I could get. And I was shocked at just how wonderful the curriculum is. I felt like it was a mini MBA for entrepreneurs. So being able to take part in that training and workshops was highly valuable for me in this experience.
And our next contestant, Kumar Thawait with Dishefs.
Good morning, judges and folks. My name is Amit Kumar. I'm a CEO and founder of Dishefs. Dishefs, an Airbnb-like marketplace for approved kitchens. Approved kitchen generally refers to commercial or licensed kitchen that have met the regulatory standard and obtained official approval to prepare and serve food to the public. As first-generation immigrants viewing America as a land of opportunity, this is our story. We dreamed of becoming a food entrepreneur and we started exploring, and we have found 2 side problems. One side, as a kitchen renters, we have a lot of heavy investment that we have to recoup for. limited inventory of commercial kitchen, and complex US food laws. And other side, kitchen owners. They have underutilized kitchens. When they are off, they are not operating, they are losing revenue. They are also lacking on the digital marketing and branding on the delivery marketplace. So overall, Dishefs is committed to solve this by the Dishefs marketplace, bringing renters to the kitchen, kitchen to the renters. As we explore further, we are seeing a huge opportunity. We're talking about $1.4 trillion market, and as Sam has a $405 million market. We started exploring further. We joined UNCC Customer Discovery Cohort. We have interviewed about 50 plus approved kitchens, and we have seen great interest. We are able to successfully onboard 6 plus kitchens, and we have few in the pipeline. We have interest from the corporate entities like Thawait, and great customer testimonials that are testing our efforts and the concepts. This is the amazing team who is behind Dishefs. We got an all. We have legal advisor from 4 decades of experience, restaurant entrepreneur with 3 decades of experience, realtor with the rental concept understanding. We are here to help all the restaurant entrepreneurs with this amazing team. We are calculating our budgets and break-evens, and also the forecasting with 1 kitchen unit, total revenue $848 per month, with the expenses $815. When we are onboarding 5 kitchens, we are talking about 3,000 plus number of dollar amounts. Our competitive advantage, we have approved patents, security first concepts, insurance deposit, and background checks. Our grant allocations, we wanted to split between software development and sales and marketing. Thank you so much for your time. Looking forward for the next level.
Wanted to use a prop, but that was just powerful. So we're just going to toss it over to our judges for a little bit of Q&A.
Great, thanks. That was a great presentation. I appreciate your time. So this seems a little bit like Tinder between chefs and kitchen owners. I guess my question is, what would prevent a chef or a kitchen, once they're matched and they learn about each other and they figure out the need there, from kind of cutting the app out and just going outside the app to go and create this relationship between them?
Man, this is a great question, and we are very well aware about the situation, and actually we have lesson learned. So when we did our first match, we actually gone through the same experience. So we have the renters, we brought it to the kitchen, and we matched these 2 parties together. And the fact is basically, they don't have a system which we are offering them. We are doing the background check, we are collecting the deposit, we are collecting the insurance, we have the contract which is keeping this compliant 2 parties together. So if they walk away from us, we have the rules and regulations inbuilt where we will not allow the renters to come in and explore any other kitchens, which is basically disadvantage for them, because then they are one-off kitchen that they are able to match up. But when they are look forward for another kitchen, they have much options. So we have strict guidelines. Basically, if you bypass us, then we are not going to allow you to rent other kitchen from our platform. And likewise, the kitchen owner, that they understand when they don't have the systems like Dishefs, when someone comes in and they just mess it around, they don't have much ways to recoup that losses and all the system that we have in place for them.
Do you mind to go back where you spoke about the budget and break even?
Yeah, sure.
You shared about the revenue for 1 unit, and I understand for the business, the bottom line. What is the cost for the actual chef? Do you mind to share?
For the actual chef
Yes.
to rent, that's a great question. Thank you so much. So the chef is, you can see on the earnings, basically $15 is our earning, but $25 background check that they have to pay for the background check one-time fees. Once they get the background check completed, then we can match them any kitchen that we have in our platform. You're welcome.
Great presentation.
Thank
My
you, Julie.
question is, you have a clear process in terms of initial background check and all of that. How are you going to continue with your kitchen screening and also the screening of the people renting the kitchens?
So we have a very open concept where we bring these 2 parties together and make sure their expectations are set, and we nurture their expectations and nurture that relationship with our platform. We have a constant touch. We want to make sure they are working together.
Thank you so much. Really looking forward to the future.
My journey to 53 Ideas was inspiring. I see an opportunity to learn from professionals and weighted entrepreneurs and like-minded people who are part of the same journey that I'm striving to get there. And this opportunity really instilled me to learn and grow together and get the company to the next level. the funding opportunity like this, and it means to us as an entrepreneur, is just mind-blowing. The funding opportunity next to us where we stay, and then the support, just not only the funding, which it comes into the monetary dollar amount value, but the support, the training, the advice, the coaching, which all comes along with the funding. It just takes us to the next level. It fine-tunes us, it gives us the way to improve, and also help us keep in the guardrail to continue to throttle to the next level. Just go all in. This is the great opportunity that you will find. The coaching, the advice, the like-minded people that you will be partnered with, the curated guidance on pitching and financing and your budgeting is just invaluable. There is no comparison what we have out here. So definitely go with full confidence. The support is just invaluable in the different level. Just go and enjoy it.
All right, now our next contestant, Melissa McCall with Moving Little Minds.
Are you ready to build baby brains and bonds? I'm Melissa McCall, here to show you how. Imagine this, you've just given birth to a beautiful baby and you can't wait to give it the world. And then you get home and realize you have no idea what to do. We all know those first few years of life are vital for brain development. In fact, research has proven that meaningful interactions with caregivers is one of the greatest ways to build the brain. But again, we don't know what to do. I'm an experienced mother of two with a master's in special ed and 20 years in early education, and I know two things. Literacy begins at birth with meaningful connections with peers, with caregivers, and parents want simplicity. There are 3.6 million babies born every year in the US, and that's 3.6 lives that we can touch from the start. I surveyed 75 new moms, and 83% feel that they could use more ideas for how to interact educationally with their baby. Well, these moms don't need to look any further. With the 100 meaningful moments with your baby pad, we can have easy, engaging activities that take just a few minutes. We simply complete an activity, tear off a page, and feel empowered that we built that bond and that brain connection. The target market is parents, nannies, and grandparents with babies ages 3 months to 1 year. In order to get this product off the ground, I'll need $17,000. My break even is selling 659 units in just 7 months, and in year 3, my net profit will be $50,000. I plan to sell this on my website and Amazon in year 1, and by year 3, have a key partnership so I can launch my Buy One, Donate One campaign that will impact so many lives. I plan to get customers via Facebook marketing, Google ads, and most importantly, Amazon suggestion ads, putting this product directly next to the only competitor out there at $10 cheaper. Experts are loving this. In fact, Anna Brothers at Reach Out and Read said it is a must-have for every parent. Now, what makes it a must-have? There are 4 characteristics that set me apart. The simple design is what parents need. It's cost-effective. I have great local partnerships here in Charlotte, making it more accessible, and it's the brand that grows with you, building literacy skills from birth all the way to age 5. I have the brains to create the product. Now I need your help in order to scale this product line. With the $10,000, I'll need a strong marketing campaign so that I can have parents buy into this idea from the start and get hooked on Moving Little Minds. I need a large inventory to keep my costs down, as well as new products and trademarking. I've got a wonderful team that I've worked with over the past year to develop not only these products, but the Moving Little Minds brand as a whole, as well as a local printing company and technology systems company behind me. So, are you ready to invest in the little pad that makes a big impact? Let's build brain power, build bonds, and build a foundation from the start. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Melissa. Now let's get these minds moving to the judges.
All right, Melissa, I just had a quick question. Your model, is it built mostly on one-off purchases, or do you anticipate your customers coming back and making repeat purchases of the product?
So this will be a way to break into the parents seeing the value of the product. So we're going to hit those baby showers and all the new parents, and they're going to see, wow, this is easy, engaging, fun to do, takes no time at all. And then they're going to say, okay, now I'm ready for the next stage of life, and all the way through age 5, so we can build that foundation so they're ready for school.
Melissa, thanks for the presentation. I love the products. So looking at your financial pro forma, it looks like You've sold 659 units so far this year. I'm just a little bit curious, who were those units primarily sold to? So was it parents or educators or who? And then how were they sold? So was that online or in person? Tell me about those things.
So this product has not launched. I have launched the preschool product, and that has sold around $4,200 in sales. The majority of that is sold in person. So when they see me and see the value, they buy it. But what is going to be different is that this product is going to be an easier purchase for parents through that. First of all, on Amazon, there's only one other product like it at a lower cost point. So then really getting them to understand and see the value of this brand and then building from there.
Thanks. I have one further question. Do you plan to integrate affiliate marketing in your online marketing strategy at all?
Yes. One of the greatest ways is going to be to reach out to those. My ultimate goal is to partner with hospitals. So the second that your baby is born, you're getting this, or seeing another big brand, say Pampers. You get a Pampers bundle, and guess what? Your literacy pad is included.
I have a question now.
Okay.
You talked about you have one competitor positioning this online, essentially on Amazon. How do you plan, can you share a little bit more, how you plan to stand out in the marketplace against that direct competitor? I know you talked about price, but in addition to that.
Yes, so I think the biggest thing is going to be a campaign that shows the simplicity of it. The other product is a little bit more scientific, I would say, and intimidating. When I met with Reach Out and Read, she's like, this is simple, non-intimidating, exactly what parents need. So leveraging that part of it.
It's a bad idea to go become a parent just to get one of these, right? Or regardless, we're looking forward to the future.
Well, last year I entered with a preschool product and found out that I got 4th place. Over the past year, I have really evolved my brand and used what I've learned over the past year and developed more products, so I thought I would come back and give it a shot. This is an invaluable opportunity. As a small business owner in the preschool field, funding is so valuable and preschool can make such a big impact, but having the funds to support that is 100% necessary. So this just really gives me a springboard for investing in the future of our children. I have utilized so many of the resources from the Small Business Center over the past year to really evolve my brand and my business. The greatest is the counseling that you have access to. I meet with a counselor once a month and really just dive into the deeper strategy side of my business, and that has been so valuable in scaling. I think the biggest advice that I have for future entrepreneurs is really explore the market and make sure that there's a need for the product. Running a business is hard. There's so many layers that we are unknown until you dive in, and just really making sure that all your efforts are backed with research.
Our next contestant, Igor Gorlatov with Traction 5.
Hi, I'm Igor Gorlatov. Imagine you are a health tech entrepreneur with a groundbreaking idea, but navigating the healthcare landscape is hard. Even giants like Walmart often struggle, evidenced by recent closure of Walmart Health. And why is this? I believe the reason is lack of good insights and the challenge in conducting customer discovery. And I'm excited to announce a service that we're building, which is Discovery Office Hours, a service that bridges the gap between innovators and decision makers with insights that those innovators need to be successful. So in this community, you can book calls with decision makers, like a 30-minute call for $150. And through this direct access, you not only get accelerated learning curve, but you're also saving the time and expense of going to conferences to have the same level of insight and engagement. And we have a model on the slide, but actually if you are just a non-member of our community and you offer this time, we would need 46 non-member calls per month to break even on this project to cover our fixed costs of $2,050. But this is just the part of the vision. The other piece of the vision is advisory boards as a service. This initiative we actually piloted already at the beginning of the year. And since then, we've been able to attract 5 startup companies and 8 advisors who are in this program and who have already been able to unlock partnership opportunities, access to grants, etc. And the vision, the broader vision, is to add other kinds of support, a consulting piece as well as venture piece to provide connections to the right investors as well as the right vendors. And this scalable community model can be actually franchised to other verticals such as fintech. We've engaged 30 entrepreneurs, 30 advisors, and 10 decision makers in discovery conversations, and we found a lot of support. People joined our advisory board as a service, and people were willing to travel to gain those insights to Kalahari resorts in Pennsylvania and pitch the health systems, which demonstrates the need for this. Our unfair advantage is the existing network of advisors and founders, our experience in building pitching events, and the SaaS platform that we have. And despite the fact that we are bootstrapped and have limited brand recognition, we're different because we focus on those human-to-human connections. So we built a budget, and this project should break even or even make a little bit of money in the first 12 months. We'll use 4,800 to improve the technology, which is critical for us to create great customer experience, and 5,200 will be spent on marketing, including one pitching event in Charlotte. So we believe in the power of community and human connection. Happy to answer your questions now.
Igor, that was such a good job. Now to our board of directors, our judges, thank you.
Igor, I just have one question for you. What did you learn from the customer validation information that you got that you've incorporated into your product or service to improve on it?
I guess the biggest challenge if you're coming in as a community member and you try to work with big organizations like hospital systems or people who are professionals, partnerships are key. So having this reverse pitch was a dream of mine. I was able to do it just because we were able to partner with a conference. And they said, okay, we can give you a segment. So we were leveraging the relationships of those partners to move forward. Now for this event in Charlotte, I've built a long-term relationship with Northeastern University, first here, then in Charlotte. So partnerships are key.
Igor, I really love this business idea overall. My question is, and I'm not going to encourage you to be all things to all people. It makes sense to kind of niche down maybe into health tech or fintech. But have you thought about broadening your target market here, maybe with specifically targeted websites? I'm a lawyer, I run a law firm. It would make sense to have various lawyers that you could speak to about owning and operating a law firm and those challenges. Or if you're a restaurateur, speak to other restaurant owners that could be on your quote unquote board of directors to give you advice. Have you thought about stamping out this idea in other kind of verticals or industries?
Actually, one of the first things I did was talking to a lawyer to help me build a franchising contract. But I understood that before I can partner with other leaders in other communities, I need to demonstrate that the model works. So I understand the health tech space, I understand this model. I'm working to build it till its logical conclusion. But exactly this is my idea, to partner with leaders who have their communities or passion or understanding of fintech or restaurants business. And they could take pieces of our model, like advisory boards, or the whole model to implement in their community.
I'd love to learn a little bit more about the challenges that you've had to actually overcome as a part of bringing this to the forefront in the marketplace.
One of the biggest challenges was at the beginning to get the first couple of companies into the mix. And I've got 2 companies. And one company, advisors thought that this company needed to shut down the business. Even though it was good for the founder, it was not great for my, for my business. So it was hard to go from this to.
Great job, Igor. We appreciate you sharing about Traction 5.
What actually inspired me to join this competition, I've heard a lot about this competition, and I've known Renee for a long time, but I've never participated. And this year we're kind of pivoting with Traction 5, and we had this idea that we really wanted to try, and I thought it would be good to go through a structured program and to force myself to think through like the business model and all those things in a structured way, like to create time to do that. And the potential to win is also enticing. I've taken part in a number of such competitions in Charlotte, and it's a good way to create visibility. It's a good way to create validation for early stage companies who need that validation and who need that encouragement, because like getting actual traction in the business is hard and every little bit helps. But what I've also found, it often helps to unlock doors, so people want to help you, they understand what you're doing, they can make connections. So it's like leveraging the power of the community to help entrepreneurs. A couple of things that I gained that really helped me, not that I didn't have those skills, but I didn't focus on applying those skills, such as scenario planning and being more exact with calculations of the business model. So I've done it before, I've done it in business school, I've done it, but now it's like sometimes you rush too fast and you skip through those steps, kind of approximating. So this sessions that we had, they kind of encouraged us, and even the format of 53 ideas is different from other pitching competitions, where you have to really be thoughtful with your numbers, with your projections. And for me, that was a good reminder, it would help.
Now welcoming our next contestant, Zanbria Asante with Unravl.
From 3500 BC to today, the process of taking down braids has remained unchanged and is still time-consuming. Growing up in the South, braids are my go-to protective style because of the heat. But since the age of 9, I've lost over 648 hours just taking down my braids. Black women collectively lose 320 million hours yearly due to this tedious task. And regardless of one's socioeconomic status, everyone has to unravel their braids manually. Until now. Hi, I'm Zanbria Asante, co-founder of Swella, and we are automating braiding tasks to give women back their time and energy. Taking down braids is not only time-consuming, but it can also be costly. The only alternative is to go to a salon and receive the takedown service. But this would have cost me a whopping $27,000 over the years. A new technology is on the horizon that decreases braider burnout and creates a faster unbraiding experience. Meet the Unravl device, the first patented device that decreases the unbraiding process and makes it 2 times quicker and more convenient. We integrate mechanical engineering and robotics to safely unravel braids with the push of a button, and it's designed with fail-safe features to ensure for efficiency and safety. I've interviewed over 300 Black women who wear braids, and they all shared their major pain point was the takedown process. Currently, this device takes down braids, and we will utilize the $10,000 cash prize to continue iterating on the device and work with Hatch Duo design firm to roll out in Q1 of 2025. Currently, we offer the takedown services at our braid bar, like our Charlotte braid bar, and we will utilize our space to continue device testing. We estimate that the COGS and labor will be around $31 per unit, sell it for $125, giving us a 75% profit margin before marketing. The global hair care industry is huge. It's a $150 billion market with $10 billion alone in hair care tools. As I mentioned, we'll use the $10,000 cash prize towards our R&D investment and hopefully be able to roll out at least 100 devices by the end of 2025. We anticipate shifting our focus from R&D to marketing so that we can scale, and then we anticipate breaking even about the year 2027. Fail-safe features in a controlled environment are essential to a successful rollout. We plan on selling through our braid bars first, then leveraging our 1,500 person waitlist, then selling online, and then going B2B. My team comprises of myself and my co-founder, Brooke Hill. I have a background in organizational management and operations, and Brooke has her background in experience in big tech and has an MBA from Wharton. Our amazing advisors guide us and have expertise in strategy and robotics. Join us in revolutionizing Black women's hair care. Thank you.
I know that's for women, but it makes me miss when I had my hair down to hair. So we'll pass it on to the judges.
Fantastic presentation. I love the product. This makes a whole lot of sense. I've got two kind of related questions. So first, is there any sort of competition in this marketplace whatsoever for a mechanical device that does what yours does? And then second, who are kind of the ideal customers that you would sell this to? Is it people that work at hair salons? Is it individuals that just want to do this on their own at home? Who is that ideal customer client?
Yeah, so for the first question, there's no competition when it comes to mechanical devices. Everything that's out there, you still have to manually take down the braids one by one. So we really are the first to go into this market, and that's why we patented our mechanism to mechanically take down braids. Second, really the first people to use it are early adopters. So currently we offer takedown services at our salon. And so when clients come in, they know they're gonna sit for 3 to 4 hours. Those that are wanting to get out in a quicker time and really don't care how, they're the ones who are gonna be able to use the devices. So we'll use it at our salons first so that we can monitor testing, making sure everything is safe, handle some of the training, and then we'll introduce it to our clientele so that they can also learn and understand how to use it. Then we'll sell to them first.
I have a clarifying question on the, I know you're in the research stage, but the idea of the prototype, the size and the mechanical braid. Can you share a little bit more about the actual experience when that person sits down and it's mechanically taking that out?
Yeah, so you would enter the braid through the inside here, and then it has a tine that basically tears through the braid. And so the stylist actually holds it up to the braid, and then it unravels all the way from the bottom up to the top. And so right now, it is fit to actually unbraid the shoulder length, which is about 12 inches. So usually it's for people who are adding in here, like I have added here, would it, and then you would put the braid in and it unravels up to the top. The goal, obviously we're iterating, make it a little bit smaller, a little sleeker, doesn't weigh as much. And so that will be the next iteration on the device.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Great presentation and fantastic product. Just a quick question. So part of your business model is going to be to partner with other non-Swella solutions or non-Swella salons. Are you worried about any pushback there for those salon owners who actually do charge those hourly rates to take down those braids? You're making it cheaper. Do you see any pushback there about maybe not wanting to potentially adopt this option?
Yeah, we don't anticipate any pushback because it's going to make the process quicker so they can get more clientele in and charge the same price to their clients.
Zanbria, thank you so much. Really looking forward to it.
Well, the idea of Unravl started, years ago, but really we started working on it heavily last year, and so the 53 idea pitch competition really fed us to want to continue working on it and see how we can get it rolled out by next year. And so we thought with all of the different sessions where you're learning about financial projections and everything would be really helpful for us to scale. As an entrepreneur, it's hard to come across, grants and opportunities where you can fund your ideas to continue working on it. So it means a lot to actually enter into a competition, make it to the finalist round, and then pitch in front of judges and get that feedback and questions about it. So we're really excited about being here.
Ladies and gentlemen in the stadium, let's welcome Pedro Arthur Gomes de Oliveria with P3 Soccer Lab.
Hi, my name is Pedro Oliveira and I'm the founder of P3 Soccer Lab. Over the past 7 years, I've been hearing the same complaint. Parents are overwhelmed with the high cost and the crazy amount of time commitment required from soccer clubs. As for now, their only other option are the recreational leagues. However, those are led by volunteers with minimal to no coaching experience, making it really hard for the kids enrolled in these programs to actually get better. Today, there are 21,000 elementary age kids participating in some sort of soccer program in Charlotte alone. So I wanted to know, what are the parents prioritizing? In order to understand, we surveyed 100 parents. And what we found out is that they're looking for quality coaching, reasonable price, and a low time commitment. At this point, none of the current options fill out all the parents' needs. With that being said, I want to introduce you to the P3 School League, where we're going to match the convenience of recreational leagues with the quality of club soccer. The league will have a low cost for affordability. We're going to hold every single game at the schools for the parents' convenience, and we ensure quality coaching by only hiring current or former college players. How are we going to do it? Well, we're going to partner with your local school. The school will disseminate the information about the league to the parents. Parents will make a one-time payment of $240 that will cover the league costs and the gear. And by the end of the year, the parents will have the option to renew for the following season. And we only need 60 parents to break even on year one. We will start the league amongst our current school partners, but you can quickly move into different areas of Charlotte by leveraging our relationship with our Bridge for Kids, which is a local nonprofit that provides after-school care services to a lot of schools located on the 6 corridors of opportunity. This strategy is our way to make sure the kids from every background can benefit from our program. We currently going to have our first clients from our existing relationships. We're going to go to schools events and promote through social media. We're expecting 200 participants in our very first year, and we are projecting 30% growth on the next 2 years. In terms of budget, we are allocating $14,000 into logistics, technology, and staff. Back in 2020, P3 was a one-on-one private program. By 2024, we developed an after-school program with over 500 kids enrolled in our program. By implementing the league in 25, we truly believe that by the year of 26, we'll be able to be the #1 league in Charlotte. I'm originally from Brazil, so I'm passionate about the idea of having quality soccer training which is affordable as well. I have 15 years of experience in the game as a player and as a coach, and what I didn't have was a business experience. So I seek for Prospera, and very recently I was awarded 20 hours of business and legal support to move this project forward. The $10,000 will be allocated toward staff, technology, and logistics. With your help, we will ensure that every kid in Charlotte have the opportunity to have fun just like they were in the recreational league, get better like if they were in a club, and making sure their parents are not burning out over time. So who wants to be part of a game changer project? Literally. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful job. Now we'll go to our judges for a little bit of Q&A.
Pedro, great presentation. It sounds like quality coaching is one of your biggest offers here.
Yes.
What does the training program look like for your coaches after they've been hired?
We have already a curriculum set for coaching training. There's a total of 10 hours in person and 10 hours virtual. And all of our coaches, current coaches, are already college players, so they already have experience with the game, which facilitates this process of training.
Pedro, thanks so much for the presentation. My question is more related to the ideal customer or client that you would look for that would want to utilize these services. It seems like the price point is just $240 per season. Assuming that's the case, who is the exact type of parent that you're looking to actually enroll in the services for their kids?
For the most part, it will be middle-class families with 1 to 2 kids that live in Charlotte and have a passion for youth sports.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to it, and also for my knees not to hurt so other kids can play the game.
The main reason why I wanted to be part of this amazing initiative is because I wanted to learn more about myself, learn more about the business, and this whole competition has been very valuable for my development. When I found out that I was one of the 10 finalists, I was very excited and very proud of my performance because I wasn't really expecting it. So it was a big and nice surprise. For me, that means that has support out there that sometimes we are not aware of. So getting to know this opportunity makes me realize that we have a big community that are here to help you.
And up next, we have Savannah Keith Gress with RYSE.
My name is Savannah Keith Gress, and I'm excited to present RYSE, an EdTech platform supporting families and raising kids who are growing, thriving, and in communities rising together. Families face a dizzying number of educational choices, and they're only growing. Last year alone, 20 states expanded school choices. Yet the problem is that information about these opportunities is hard to access and misleading, so families struggle to distinguish between highly effective schools and ineffective ones. And the result is families often unknowingly choose schools where kids are learning less than at alternatives. A third of families will be so dissatisfied with their choice, they'll make the difficult decision to change schools. And families are overwhelmed, feel misled, and often disengaged from considering their options. And it's costly. Families are overpaying for homes and private schools on the mistaken belief that that's the only way to access the best schools. And all of this is driving increased segregation and inequity. So we're creating RYSE, an EdTech platform to give families the information they want based on extensive customer discovery, presentations to families, 17 years of experience, and my own journey as a parent. RYSE was inspired by families who lament what they wish they had known before their family learned the hard way. So we'll summarize expertise in videos on topics like how to choose a great school for your family or how to support your child who has special needs. Families want to match their values and needs with their school options, so we'll provide transparent data that allows them to create their own school ratings or use ours. And families want to connect with others who are weighing similar options, so we'll provide events to bring families together. Looking at the competition, we see what families see, which is that none are providing what they're asking for. We have a strategy to engage a broad base of users by providing information on local kid activities, a key pain point from customer discovery. We'll also use organic and paid growth strategies, including creating our own school rating system. We're committed to making RYSE accessible for all families, so we're using a premium model and we'll add services as we grow. This is a significant financial opportunity. Of the 33 million families with kids under the age of 18, we're going to be focusing on those with kids under the age of 10, as that's when family engagement is the strongest. And we're starting with the 500,000 such families in the Charlotte and Atlanta markets. We've checked our projections with industry experts and benchmarks and can conservatively say that we plan to break even just before the 2-year mark. I'm currently a solo founder, though I'm excited to expand my team this year. I'm supported by incredible advisors who are successful entrepreneurs, educators, school leaders, user experience designers, and more. So far, we've developed and tested content, validated the problem, done customer discovery, built a strong business model, and we're testing our prototype. With your support, we can do our beta product development and customer testing this fall, improve our branding and support our team, all moving us towards our big launch in the spring of 2025. Our vision is families confidently guiding their child's educational journey, choosing schools where kids thrive and supporting a strong education systems where all kids rise. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome job. Now we're going to toss it over to our judges for a little bit of Q&A.
Great presentation. I just have a question about data integrity. It seems like reviews and insights from the schools is a big part of this. How are you going to make sure that there aren't fake reviews or fake information being posted about the schools on your sites?
Yeah, you know, something that's been encouraging as we've gone through customer discovery is to hear that families are savvy to the reality that reviews often reflect folks who are heavily, highly disappointed or highly impressed by a school and rarely reflect the fullness of the community at the school. So we don't anticipate, at least initially, including reviews as a part of our process unless we're able to build a strong enough sample size that we can give a realistic picture of a school.
Great business idea. I like all of this. I have just a question about customer churn. So if you're a customer and you download this app, and I assume from your slide deck that you're charging a subscription fee, whether that's annual or by the month, why not just get access to all the information and the data, watch all the videos that you feel like watching, make that determination within 1 month as to where you want to buy a piece of property to live, and then cancel your subscription, and then that's that. You've already taken from the platform what you need.
Great question. So 2 important points is 1, while we will offer a subscription that allows families to skip ads if they so choose, we are not planning to put the information behind a paywall because we actually have a social mission to provide this information to all families, and we're going to be supporting that with ad revenue. So that's available, but we expect it being more like Duolingo, where a very small percentage of customers are actually paying that annual fee. So that's one part. And the other part is we are actually finding immense enthusiasm from families and customer discovery about providing a whole range of information. So while we see the most social good coming from the work around schools, we will be engaging families by providing information about local educational and fun opportunities for kids from the very beginning all the way through. So we actually believe that that will provide a high user engagement, monthly active users to support the development of the brand. So the schools will actually be a relatively small part, although it's the core business, supported by a customer engagement and acquisition strategy that's really robust.
As you mentioned, the idea of being able to share additional feedback from the parents, but there's not necessarily any social proof there. Can you give a few additional examples of what type of customization that's going to be provided in the platform?
Yes, so we have found that families don't want a list of top 10 schools. They really want to match it to their values and priorities. So we will be asking them and guiding them through the process of considering what's important and then providing information that responds to what they really care about, whether that's Spanish language or being close to their home.
Okay. Amazing, amazing job. And now our judge is going to deliberate.
Yeah, so I saw this opportunity really recently, really soon after I had my idea for this business. And I thought, you know what, I'll either be accepted in the 53 or I'll learn something. And it'll be a great opportunity to communicate what the idea is. And so I went for it, and I'm really grateful that I did. So when I heard that I was in the top 10, I was thrilled and a little surprised, but really, really excited. That was essentially my hope and my goal for this opportunity. So I am pretty early in my process of launching this business, and so to get the positive feedback really meant a lot and has encouraged me to keep going. So the resources provided by the Small Business Center Network have been really high quality and exactly what I needed as an early stage entrepreneur. So I feel like I got practical advice that I could put into action right away. It was kind of all the great learning without the fluff. Super helpful.
Three, two, one.
Welcome back, welcome back. We are here with all of the finalists as we present who's going to win third place, second place, and first place. First of all, we'd like to thank South Piedmont Community College, as well as our sponsor, Fifth Third Bank. And we're gonna direct this to Renee Hode, the Director of Small Business and Entrepreneurship at South Piedmont Community College, to bring in the winners.
Hello, everyone. I am Renee Hode. I'm the Director of Small Business and Entrepreneurship, as David has said, and it is my pleasure to be here again for the 5th consecutive year. Thank you again, Fifth Third Bank, for sponsoring this for 5 consecutive years. We are so pleased with the competition. It was so competitive this year that the judges had a terrible job in terms of trying to decide who the winner would be. You all knocked it out of the park this year. Unfortunately, only 3 can walk away winners. So who will it be? We're going to start with third place, and I don't quite know who this is either, so I'm going to find out for the first time as well. So third place, we have Zanbria Asante with Unravl. Congratulations, Zanbria. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You did an amazing job. And now we will move on to second place. an entrepreneur who worked hard throughout the whole competition and was focused on really mastering their pitch. And without further ado, we are going to see who we've got for second place. And we have Monique May, physician in the kitchen. Congratulations. You did amazing.
Yeah, there you go.
And now, the moment you have all been waiting for. Who is taking home first place in the 5th year of 53 Ideas? First place goes to Erin Martin, Pump for Joy. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Amazing job.
Thank you all. Seriously, this has been a tremendous experience. I hope everyone has gained from it, that you've learned a lot, that you've been able to hone your pitches, and then taking this forward to continue on your businesses, whether you've received the cash or you receive the cash in the future. So thank you all so much.
Amazing job. First products available for sale.
Good.
And I'm going to want to get pictures of all of you with checks and things here.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.